Good afternoon. Welcome to the Lunchtime Bulletin. I'm Jackie Wambiru. Our sign language interpreter is Brian Muraro. Well, stay tuned as we cover the most significant events shaping the day. Now, to kick off our broadcast, at least 10 families were rendered homeless and property of unknown value razed to the ground following an inferno at Ilbisil town, Kajiado Central Sub-County. The raging fire is reported to have started in one of the semi-permanent houses triggered by a charcoal cooking stove before quickly spreading to other houses. Several people sustained minor injuries while attempting to put out the fire. The residents faulted the county's Fire and Disaster Management Department for failing to respond in time to salvage their property.
Familia 30 wanalala nje leo, hawana makao. Hii moto imeleta madhara mingi sana. Na tena mwenye hii plot ameenda hasara. Hii plot ndo anategemeanga kusomesha watoto wake. Sasa mwenyewe ameenda hasara.
Wenyeji na waongozi watusaidie, kwa sababu kama tungekuwa na gari ya usimamoto tungesaidika.
Angalau hakuna mtu amefariki, lakini hakuna kitu ametolewa. Kila kitu, maji hakuna, serikali hakuna, msimamoto hakuna. Kwa hiyo sisi anaomba serikali ya county, anataka msaidizi.
Lactating mothers in the teaching profession across Kirinyaga County are celebrating a significant development brought forth by the Kenya Women Teachers Association. The association has launched breastfeeding centers in schools aimed at providing crucial support to female educators who face challenges balancing childcare and teaching responsibilities. Kewater National Chairperson Modesta Akaki expressed her optimism about the program, noting it has the potential to alleviate the struggles faced by lactating mothers in the profession.
We have come here to open a lactation center for our teachers. We have very many young teachers in the field who have children at home, but now they can come with their children, or the children are brought to school.
We know, and we have seen through social media, children being punished by the nannies. It can also happen to our lady teachers who have left their children in the house.
I'm very happy because last year I remember I came with a 3-month-old baby and she was sleeping on the desk. But for now, I'm very happy because now we have the beds with us here.
Like last week, my baby was sick, very sick, and I could not be able to come and attend to the baby. But now I'm happy because when she's unwell, I just come, lay her here, be checking on her as I continue teaching.
In other news, traders in Muthoro market are in fear of losing businesses over poor waste management. The traders claim uncollected garbage is keeping off clients from the trading center. The garbage is blocking a section of the road to the market. The traders now want the county government to quickly address the issue of garbage collection in and around the market and save them from losing their source of livelihood.
Ili soko yetu ikuwe mzuri. Kwa sababu saa hii tunaogopa kunaweza kuwa na kolera. Hivi karibuni kolera inaweza tangazwa hapa Mudhurwa. Kwa sababu ya ile uchafu iko hapa, ukiangalia cabbage mahali zinauziwa wadudu wanatembea mpaka hapo.
Tunaomba tu wao wanatuletea magari ya kubeba kila siku. Juu ikikaa siku 2 siku 3, hii soko ikiwa kubwa namna hii inafanyaga inajaa.
Obiretu tunaomba gavana wetu, tunampenda sana Sakaja. Tafadhali asikie kilio yetu. Hapa watu hata wameanza kugojeka.
Maendeleo ya Wanawake organization has postponed its election to the year 2028. The national chairperson, Rehad Moyo, says this has been necessitated by the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic. According to Moyo, the organization has already formed an elections board which is expected to begin preparations next month. Additionally, she refuted claims that she is hanging on to power by declining to conduct elections owing to the postponement.
Conflicts and disputes within the organization cannot be taken out there to be handled elsewhere. Whereas we have structures, we have mechanisms
to handle our internal issues internally. She has already reported that audits have been done from 2012, before we came to office, up to 2022, and 2023 is commencing next week.
Took us 760 delegates as our reviewed constitution. When I came into office, we were 470. For people to go out there and say it is a Rahab constitution. Now, Rahab, why do I need a constitution of my home? My home constitution is that I'm a mother. And I've been a wife for almost 40 years. I wonder, do I get to become my little constitution becomes my family constitution? It is evil to speak to people like that.
President William Ruto says his push for affordable housing is driven by the desire to provide decent living for the low-income earners, stop fragmentation of arable land needed for food security. Speaking while on a tour of Nyeri, the president said the affordable housing project will also help create employment to millions of young jobless Kenyans.
Mara ya kwanza tuko na mpango kama serikali ya ajira ya hawa vijana. Tuko na mpango mara tatu. Ya kwanza tumeweka mpango ya housing. Hiyo mpango ya housing leo asubuhi nimeanzisha kule Nyeri town. Tunajenga nyumba 2,000 hapo Nyeri town. Tunajenga nyumba 15,000 hapa Nyeri county. Na tunahitaji vijana 25,000 wa kufanya hiyo kazi. Nyinyi vijana wa Madira, muko tayari kwa hiyo kazi? Ama nyinyi ni wale wa kuchagua jembe? Sisi tulikubaliana wera ni wera. Ama tulikubaliana namna gani? Sisi tulikubaliana kazi ni kazi. Iko kazi ya architect, quantity surveyor, engineer, plumber, mason, carpenter, steel fixer, hata mtu ya kufanya kwa kwari, hata transporter iko hapo katikati. Wale wa kufanya kazi kwa kampuni ya chuma, wale wa kufanya kazi kwa kampuni ya simiti, na hapa katikati yote iko kazi. Mimi nataka niwaulize nyinyi watu wa hapa Madira, mnataka tuendelee kupanga ajira hawa vijana ama mnataka tufanye namna gani? Tuendelee. Nikiongea na nyinyi leo, kuna vijana nimewaacha kule wameanza kazi Nyeri town. Tunakuja kuanzisha ya Madira. Tunaenda kuanzisha ya Tetu. Tunaenda kuanzisha ya Mukuruweni. Tunaenda kuanzisha ya kule Odhaya. Nikiongea na nyinyi, Kenya sasa tuko na vijana 130,000 wanafanya kazi kwa mpango ya housing. Tunataka kabla ya mwisho wa mwaka huu tuwe na vijana 1,300 wakiwemo wa Madira watakao wanafanya kazi katika mpango ya housing. Vijana mmenisikia? Vijana hapa mmenisikia? Ya pili, tumekubaliana kupanga ajira ya hawa vijana, tumebadilisha sheria ya CDF. Na mimi nimeweka sahihi sheria mpya ya CDF ambayo sasa huyu mjumbe wenu atajenga ICT hub katika kila ward hapa Madira. Na hiyo ward, hiyo ICT hub tumekubaliana na nchi ya Marekani, nchi ya Ujerumani, nchi ya Ufaransa, nchi ya Uingereza, na tumekubaliana hawa vijana wetu watafanya ile kazi inaitwa digital jobs ama jobs online. Watakuwa wanafanya hapa Madira, wanafanya kampuni iko Marekani ama Uingereza ama kule Ujerumani, lakini wanalipwa pesa ya madola hapa nyumbani. Nyinyi vijana wa hapa Madira mtashindwa na kompyuta, kufinya kompyuta peke yake? Wewe mheshimiwa wa Mombi, miezi 4 ICT hub iwe imekuwa tayari. Mimi nitaweka kompyuta 200-300. Mimi nitaweka internet. Niko na walimu tayari, nimewafundisha vile watafundisha hawa jamaa. Hawa jamaa wanahitaji tu mwezi moja kujifunza vile ya kufanya kazi online. Alafu baada ya hiyo wanaweka pesa kwa mfuko, Kenya inasonga mbele. Nyinyi mko tayari? Mko tayari?
The Kenya Civil Servants Union branch members are calling for the resignation of the national union officials over alleged poor governance and misappropriation of funds. The union leaders are accusing the national union officials of disobeying a court order directing them to surrender books of account for audit within 15 days. The alleged mismanagement of union funds is said to have paralyzed operations of branch offices that have not received any allocation for the last 14 months.
So they told Kakamega, Kakamega branch has been suspended because we declined to withdraw the case in court. They wanted to withdraw this case before it came. We declined. So they suspended us because we have gone to court. They have failed the union members. They have failed. They have not complied with the court order. They have breached the union constitution, and they have no moral support to be in those offices. We must demand for our right. It is our right as members to know where our money is going. They must resign, and again, we are going to consult our lawyer. We need to go back to court because it's now contempt of court. We want to inspect the books of account, however dirty they are. So we are requesting, we will go to any office in the Republic of Kenya to seek justice for the members and for the branches of the union in the entire Republic. Year in, year out, we can't suffer.
Now moving on, Moi University has partnered with the Nairobi City County in a cleanup exercise around the Nairobi Central Business District as they continue pushing on the need for environmental conservation. Speaking during the event, Moi University Nairobi Director Professor Bernard Malakwan noted that there was need to maintain high standards of hygiene not only in Nairobi County but in different parts of the country. He added that the school will make it a norm to ensure that the city remains clean. Nairobi CBD Environmental Director Evans Ocheng lauded the university's leadership for this noble gesture.
Mtazamo wetu kama municipality ni project ambayo itaweza kusaidia sana kuwa kivutio cha utalii both locally and internationally, kwa sababu tukiangalia Malindi yetu tumeona kwamba there is a lot of congestion at Butwani Park.
So hii ni kitu ambacho kwamba tumekuwa tukitarajiwa kwa miaka mingi sana na tunashukuru. Hii garden ni garden ya kihistoria. Miaka mingi tumekuwa tukitembea hapa, lakini imekuwa neglected kwa miaka mingi.
Ni bustani ambayo inaweza ikirembeshwa vizuri inaweza kuleta pato katika utalii, kwa sababu utalii wa hapa Malindi umedorora sana.
The government has been urged to scale up the fight against social injustices and protection of the marginalized as the country gears up for the commemoration of World Day of Social Justice Tuesday next week. While addressing the media, the Bunge la Mwananchi leadership vowed to continue championing for equal economic, educational and workplace opportunities for all Kenyans. The commemoration will act as a reminder of the need to build a fairer and more equitable society.
Tutazindua mambo yote nikiwa na wenzangu ambaye pia tuko nao hapa wengi. Si kwamba ni mimi peke yangu. Wale ambaye tumeparticipate katika kupigania haki za binadamu.
We will make sure that we deliberate on issues that are touching a common mwananchi. And that's why we are saying we know that that day is a social justice day, world day. But to us Kenyans and to us Bunge la Mwananchi, it won't be just on 28th. We shall make sure that every month we hold it, and we hold that as a session.
As Bunge la Mwananchi, on 20th, we shall be at the forefront in spearheading social activism in Kenya and in the entire world.
Yes, in fact, he's on record here collecting other.
The county government of Embu is working with the Ministry of Information, Communication and Digital Economy and Safaricom to come up with a new revenue collection system that will fill income loss loopholes.
Speaking at the county government chambers when she witnessed the county's executive committee members signing performance contracts, Embu County Governor Cecily Mbarire said to improve service delivery at the level 2 and 3 hospitals, they have now been allowed to collect minimal service charges from patients.
The biggest challenge is a lot of corruption. There are still people collecting cash money in various points and various search points in the county, various markets in the county. It is your business to follow it up. Don't leave it to ECRA and say, ECRA mufuatilie mujue what is going on.
Elsewhere, United Kingdom High Commissioner to Kenya Neil Wigan today honoured 15 veterans who served in the British Army during World War II of 1939 to 1945 from Western Kenya at an award ceremony held at Kakamega Sports Club.
And it's particularly important to us from Britain that we properly remember
recognise and thank those people from the Commonwealth like you who came to our service and fought far away from your homes to help us and in our support. So this is an important moment.
And farmers at Lower Kuja Irrigation Scheme in Migori County are calling on the government through the National Irrigation Authority, NIA, to improve infrastructure at the scheme.
This scheme has been neglected since it was conceived. It is time, if the government was serious, they allocated enough resources to implement the scheme that they had designed.
Sign which is on paper is not the one on the ground, and this was affected by issues of compensation. So originally where the canal was supposed to follow, there were issues of compensation, so we had to stop.
Meanwhile, a section of students from Masinde Muliro University of Science and Technology in Kakamega County have donated pairs of shoes to vulnerable students of St. Basil Lurambi School as they celebrated Valentine's with the less fortunate.
Sisi kama kikundi cha Umoja ni Nguvu, si ati tuko nayo, ni ile kidogo ambayo sisi Mungu anatujalia, pocket money yetu watu na save kidogo kidogo kwa sababu ya kufanya nini? Ya kuwezesha hao wanafunzi ambao wanaenda shule barefooted na pia kuwapea sanitary towels ili wakiwa darasani wasiwe na wasiwasi.
Ningependa kushukuru wanafunzi wa chuo kikuu cha Masinde Muliro kwa kukuzwa ambako walikuzwa wakatembelea shule yetu na wakatambua mahitaji ya watoto wetu.
Finally, pupils, teachers and parents and community could not have asked for a better Valentine's Day's gift after Mozart Bet commissioned a state-of-the-art ablution block at the Kwakoko Primary School in Kithimani, Yatta, Machakos County.
Very happy because they did not have opportunity to have such toilets, which talking with them, I realized how much important is for them.
Pia madarasa hapa yana mipasuko. Tuliweza kuziba mpasuko ambao kichwa cha mtoto kingetoshea between grade 5 and 4 hapo nafasi, lakini tukatafuta chuma. Sijui mwenye kujenga pale hakuweka chuma yoyote, mjengo wa mawe.
Well, we'll take a short break here on Lunchtime News. Stay tuned for more news updates. Let's take that break.
I really wish a day will come when we can all speak in one voice as classmates.
Hey, girlfriend, don't let anyone step on your freedom of expression.
Moving on swiftly.
Aingalo bana, imagine vitengeza hapo new couples wenye mapenzi yao bado ni moto moto.
Leave alone couples. Some of our bodies do not look well in vitenges.
We can all see that, duh.
Chantel had a nice figure, huh? Oops, did I say that aloud? That is a hit song. That is a rap hit song.
KBC Channel 1 continues to bring you the exciting Football Kenya Federation Premier League with 2 matches being aired live each weekend. This Saturday, Kenya Police battles Shabana, while Posta Rangers will take on Ulinzi Stars. Watch this double-header from Police Circle Stadium, kicking off at 1 p.m. and 4 p.m, live and exclusive on KBC Channel 1, your true sports partner.
Welcome back. This is Lunchtime News. Tragedy has hit Kamito village in Kapenguria West, Pokot County, after two families lost their two children who drowned while swimming in a river. Isaac Ruto and Elias Rutich, both 10 years old and grade 3 pupils at Kondogo Primary School, met their death while swimming at River Quilite on Wednesday evening.
According to Jane Opata, the grandmother to Isaac Ruto, as usual, the boy arrived from school and later went out to play with his peers, only to be informed few hours later of the tragedy.
Wakaenda na wakapitia ngambo ile, mtoni ngambo ile. Na wakaenda kuogelea mtoni hiyo upande ya chini. Watu waliogelea mara ya kwanza vile nasikia na wakatoka, wakakaa kwa mawe kidogo. Wakaogelea mara ya pili na wakasama ndani. Huyu wangu kumchukua yangu akaanza kusama. Huyo mwingine ati akatoa mkono hivi, huyo mwingine anataka kushikilia mkono, wakafurutoa wote wakaingia ndani ya maji.
The devastated families are appealing to both the county and national governments to assist the area with the drilling of boreholes, saying the current drought and heat have forced children to go to the river to swim and might cause further accidents.
Ningeomba tu kama kuna uwezo wowote ama kuna pesa yoyote tu waweze wakatuchimbia madam mahali pengine kusudi watoto wakuwe na mahali pa kuokea, isikuwe ni mtoni, kwa sababu mto wenyewe ni hatari. Mto wenyewe sio mara ya kwanza imemesa watoto. Hii ni mara ya 4 sasa kufikia saa hii.
Kama serikali ya kaunti yetu ya Pokot ama ya national, kama wanaweza kutusaidia hiyo mtoni, hata wakuje waone, waweze kuona vile wataweza kufanya.
The bodies of the two were taken to Kapenguria Referral Hospital mortuary. Elsewhere, police in Kiambu are investigating an incident in which a 51-year-old man from Tinganga village allegedly committed suicide by hanging himself inside Tinganga police station early in the morning. Stephen Kimani is said to have picked up a fight with his wife, where the matter was reported, and he was arrested at around 9 a.m. and booked at the station. Moments later, he said to have died and his body was taken to the Kiambu mortuary.
Akona watoto. Kama juzi mtoto wake ule mkubwa amezaa na amemzaa yeye. Sasa yeye alikuwa harakati anauzanga jugu hapa. Uanga anasunguza jugu hapa ya 10. Sasa wamemuua. Hiyo mtoto atalindwa na nani?
Visit scene tukayapata kwamba Mr. Kimani, Stephen Kimani commit suicide ndani ya cell.
And a family from Kanyariri village in Mbere South Sub-County is crying for justice following the death of their 23-year-old daughter, who they claim died under mysterious circumstances. The body of Doreen Nyakio Elias Kandi, who was a 4th-year IT student at Meru National Polytechnic, was found at Embu Level 5 Hospital mortuary on 7th this year, with a bruised head as the only visible injury on her body.
Sasa hiyo inaniuma sana, kwa sababu mimi nilipozindikisha mtoto wangu alikuwa anatembea kwa miguu, alikuwa mzima. Kila kitu alibeba hapa kwa nyumba kama mama yenye nilimuandalia. Hakuwa tina shinda ya nini ama nini. Sasa kuenda kuangalia mtoto wangu mimi akiwa anjisikie ako mojare, hiyo ni jambo inaniuma sana.
Opito Chemtai for Lunchtime News.
Kenya should work towards bringing more into the tax bracket to finance development, pay salaries, as well as service public debt. Economists from the Institute of Economic Affairs are calling on the policymakers to find alternative ways of raising revenue collections without burdening taxpayers, especially those in formal employment.
There's obviously need to scale down on donor projection. So about 40% of development projects are actually financed by donors, 40% of their budget. And we've seen the cases where donor funds were not released. So there is need to moderate on that. Then the third one is we still have issues around revenue projections. So when the government has projections that are not realistic, that leads to shortfall in revenue.
The fact that our budget is skewed in a way. We overspent on a recurrent budget. We are also into serious debts, and some debts are not explained. So there is a need to do all that balancing and ensure that the young parliamentarians bring proposals in the House that will favor our population through reduction on issues to do with spending.
Sometimes we over budget, or based on, sometimes we put in matters, for instance, donor funding, that sometimes are overstretched, and therefore we plan things of the money that you are not able to receive.
The proper utilization of these resources that belong to the Kenya, and I would also want to see the budget prioritizing issues that are, sectors that are very vital for the development of various regions.
214 mining licenses have been processed out of 1,206 licenses submitted through the Mining Cadastre portal as the Ministry of Mining races to complete the process of April this year. Mining Cabinet Secretary Salim Mvurya says reforms being undertaken in the sector would, among others, help net 118 billion shillings in mineral investment.
We've received so far 1,206 applications for different licenses that investors have been submitting between the period December and January. MRB and my office have been able to process 214 applications, and investors who are doing mineral dealership and trading to also submit their applications. So far in that category, we have processed 140 mineral dealership applications.
Community and the changes that we can bring to the community is at the heart of it. And mining is the heartbeat of a country. So we'd love to come and add value, see the reaches grow, see the community grow with us, and find solutions together, because
The price of sugar is expected to reduce in coming weeks due to a bumper sugarcane harvest in December and increased import. Agriculture Cabinet Secretary Mithika Linturi says local millers are optimally crushing cane after the ban on sugarcane crushing was lifted.
Ambag was retailing at over 10,000 shillings. The mechanisms and interventions that we have put in place have now brought down the cost of 50 kilogram bag of sugar from that 10,000 and above to 6,500. That's not a marginal decrease. The decrease is significant. If you ask me how, yes, because the duty-free facility or waiver that we extended to importers, right, have been able to give us support. The stabilized sugar prices right now are as a result of the demand and supply forces which have now been imbalancing because of the two various interventions. The commitment I want to make to the country is that we are even going to push them further down.
Now in the sports arena, Toyota Gazoo Racing World Rally Team started Rally Sweden in style with the top three lockout on the first stage as double world champion Kalle Rovanperä claimed the early lead on his return to FIA World Rally Championship competition. The action in Sweden started on Thursday morning with a pre-event shakedown, preparing for the first start of his partial 2024 campaign. Rovanperä set the pace after the early runs. After later time set by other drivers, he finished up fourth fastest with Elfin Evans 6th and Takamoto Katsuta 7th. The first competitive stage took place close to the service park in the host city of Umea, with a sprint stage of 5.16 kilometers that starts on fast forest roads and finishes in a more technical spectator arena. Wambiru said the fastest ahead of Katsuta, with Evans just 0.6 seconds lower in third. Romelu Lukaku scored as Roma drew 1-1 with Feyenoord in the Europa League knockout round playoff first leg. Meanwhile, former Arsenal and Chelsea level. Nori was stunned by Federico Correa in the second round of the Argentina Open. The second seed received a bye into the second round and lost 6-2, 4-6, 6-3 to home hoop and world number 106 Correa. The defeat means Nori, a finalist in Buenos Aires last year, will drop out of the world's top 20 when the rankings are updated on Monday. Nori hopes to avoid falling further down the rankings if he defends the Rio Open title next week. Carlos Alcaraz, who Nori beat in last year's final in Brazil, reached the quarterfinals of the Argentina Open with a start set win over Camilo Ugo Carabelli, searching for his first title of 2024. The top seed and defending champion won 6-2, 7-5 and will face Italian qualifier Andrea Vavassori in the next round. Well, that report brings us to the end of our bulletin this afternoon. Thank you so much for choosing Lunchtime News. For more news, check out our website at kbc.co.ke. My name is Jackie Wambiru. Our sign language interpreter is Brian Moraro. Enjoy the rest of your Friday.
It's time to get stepping. Step up to your most loved content and enjoy the next level upgrade for free.
Respect that.
Upgrade now and step up to even more action. Step up to more football. Step up to more local drama. Step up to more fun and get more than you pay for. Upgrade now and get boosted to the next package for free. Dial *423# or call 0711 066 000 and upgrade to the next level for free.
KBC Channel 1 continues to bring you the exciting Football Kenya Federation Premier League, with 2 matches being aired live each weekend. This Saturday, Kenya Police battles Shabana, while Posta Rangers will take on Ulinzi Stars. Watch this double-header from